Hi everybody, Nick Fisher here, CoreLife dietitian in the Bel Air location. Thanks for joining me today for Cooking It Up with CoreLife. And today I'm going to be showing you guys a meatloaf that I like to make. Not all the time because it's a little more complicated, but it's still really fun for whenever you want to make your dinner a little more exciting. So just remind everybody you can still call or email for a telehealth meeting, and you can still get in some of our offices to meet with your care team. So by all means, get a hold of us and we can get you scheduled for a meeting. So this meatloaf here, it's a stuffed rolled meatloaf, so it requires a couple extra steps. So I don't always make it because, as many of my patients and hopefully everybody knows, I like to make my meals as simple as possible with the fewest steps. So this one is not always what I make, but when I want to make something a little more fancy or fun, this is a really fun one to do, and it's not too complicated. The big difference for me is I don't put as many vegetables in this meatloaf mix, so I just make sure I add more vegetables on my side dish when I do have this. So the idea here is that we're going to take our meatloaf, our ground meat, and we're going to season it very heavily because I like seasoning, and we're going to spread it thin on the countertop on saran wrap, and we're going to put fun, sauteed, colorful, flavorful vegetables inside of the meat and then roll it. So whenever you cook it and cut it, it's like a spiraled color throughout the meatloaf. You can do really any vegetable you want as long as it's sauteed so it's soft, so that whenever you roll it, it doesn't like break through the meat. So I'm gonna bring it down and let you see how this kind of works. So here is our meatloaf, our meat. So already seasoned, a little bit of onion in it, but typically I'll do more vegetables like I said, but for this one, we're not going to. So for today, I have chopped roasted red peppers. I have sauteed spinach and onions. This was a lot more spinach when it started, so we're gonna get a good heavy amount of spinach in it. I'm also gonna put banana peppers in it because I like the color and I like the flavor in it. So basically, my meatloaf is spread out thin here on saran wrap, so it makes it easy to roll. Like I said, it's already seasoned. And I'm just gonna start to apply my vegetables, trying to get some of like the juice left, try to keep it out, just as you don't want that in the meatloaf. So I'm gonna put all this in, and then we're gonna start to spread it much thinner throughout the entire meatloaf, so that when you roll it, it's, colored throughout. So I'm just gonna start to spread these things around. Trying to keep one hand somewhat clean for this. You can see you don't need to get it all the way to the edges on each side because you're going to roll it. It's all going to come in contact and it's going to be rolled throughout. So if you have more in one, more color over one side and less in another, it's not as important to make it even because it's going to be rolled. So it's all going to be on top of each other. Now I'm going to get the banana peppers in here. I like these because they add a nice little vinegary sting to it, but they're really colorful when you cut it open. So see here we have it all spread out. Then we're gonna take our saran wrap and kind of use it to start the rolling process, and then you want the meatloaf to kind of stay uniform, but you want it to roll, so don't let it slide. So see how it's starting to roll like a burrito. You can use the saran wrap to roll it, or you can use your hands. If you're gonna not use saran wrap, the colder you make the meatloaf, the better, the ground meat. It helps to hold up better. So, let me grab myself. So basically here, you can spin it and you can see, then you can take it in your pan and start to basically shape it and press it, not hard, but you want to firm it up so that there's not gaps in the meat, so as it cooks, it'll make that loaf idea. And you'll bake it, at 350, 400 degrees until the internal temp is, 160, if you want to go up to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So there is our meatloaf. Let me slide it aside so I can show you what the done product looks like. My hands a quick wash here. Alright, so here is our done product. You can see the colors in it make it a really fun kind of dish and just different. So, if you're gonna make a meatloaf and you want to have a little more fun with it, this is a fun way to do it, and you can really add any flavors you want in, any vegetables really. You can put barbecue sauce in it and roll it, so it's a fun way just to like take a standard meatloaf and make it a little more exciting. So by all means, give this a try. Subscribe to our CoreLife channel on YouTube. Give us any feedback or ideas, and we'll see you next time, and stay healthy.